This Week in Disney for June 13th to June 19th.
There you go.
Okay,
Man, this one's going fast. Some of the ones in the past months have been we're still here, 6-week-long months. This one's kicking.
Well, this is starting off with Monday the 13th.
Oh. Yeah, it kind of feels like the antithesis of Friday the 13th. So if you're not into Mondays, if every Monday is a manic Monday, today you have the power of 13.
Oh gosh.
Use it and choose it.
That's crazy. All right.
13. 13 cues at, Haunted Mansion. When you get in the 13 row or have to stand on the 13 at Tower of Terror. Always a treat. Especially when our Tiffany ends up on it.
You can't stand on 13 at the Tower of Terror. It only goes up to 6.
Oh.
You can stand on 13 like a Big Thunder Mountain, and that does always happen to me.
Yeah.
But
but
it's cool when the wait times for Tower or Haunted Mansion are 13, because that means you get to walk right into the ride. So that's awesome.
Super fun.
Yeah. But let's get started with this week. We are starting with June 13th and someone's birthday, actually, back in 1920. Not too long ago.
No.
Actor Rex Everhart, the voice of Maurice in Belle's, which is Belle's father in Beauty and the Beast.
Yes, the tinkerer.
Is born. Right.
Well, no, he's a full-on inventor.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he is born in, like I said, 1920.
Yeah.
And what's really interesting about him, besides being in Beauty and the Beast, is that he was in Friday the 13th, which is kind of crazy because...
Are you serious?
Yeah, he was born on
Jason,
the 13th.
Friday the 13th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That is so weird. We did
crazy?
not plan that.
No. I just caught it and I was like, wow, that's really interesting.
Born on Monday. It's almost a little spooky.
Well, we don't know what day of the week. We'd have to go back to 1920. It might have been Friday.
No, Monday the 13th. Oh.
Well, okay, we're talking today about Monday the 13th,
Of
but
course.
1920, June 13th might have been on
This is such a conundrum. We're getting confused.
I'm not.
13.
He was also in Superman, which I think is
Which
cool
one?
too.
The first one?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Wow,
That's
this
cool,
is
right?
so fun.
Yeah.
What a guy.
I'm glad you're having fun. I hope you guys are having fun too.
Yeah. Only Superman 2 would be cooler just for me, but Superman 1 is awesome.
Yeah.
The mirror and in space, awesome.
But in the Friday, he was Enos, the truck driver. I don't know Friday the 13th that well, but maybe some of you guys do.
Yeah. Having grown up in Illinois, you too. We both grew up near Crystal Lake, Illinois, and so it was always kind of like...
Yeah. Yeah, definitely creepy. Okay, moving on now to June 14th. Kind of started out with just celebrating birthdays right away. So Cliff Edwards, back in 1895, is born.
Wow.
And we know Cliff Edwards.
Off the cobwebs.
He's so cool because it's the voice of Jiminy Cricket.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, I love him.
Our conscience.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm no fool, no siree. I'm gonna live to be 103.
Yeah, so also the voice of Jim Crow and Dumbo. And so he was known as the Ukelele Ike.
Oh, okay.
And he had gotten his start actually in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but actually he was born in Hannibal, Missouri, which is cool. We know who else was
the land of breaking rocks, yeah.
Yeah, but that's Hannibal, Missouri. So
Mark Twain.
Yeah.
Mark Twain's from Hannibal.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
a member of Plus Ultra.
Oh gosh. And so anyway, he got a start in Chicago with the song. His first big song was Jada. Yeah, you can look it up. And
Jada.
It wasn't like
Jada. No, it's not.
What? No.
I just stole some pink paint.
Not like that at all.
No.
And he was named a Disney legend in 2000. which is really cool. He had a tragic it was tragic end to his life, and Disney really took care of him and watched over him, and he tried to get work voice acting. He just didn't have the same career at the end of his life that he did at the beginning. He made a lot of not great choices, but Disney was really there for him until the very end, and the Actors Guild, I believe, as well, helped. Even when he passed away, as far as his funeral, being able to have an actual burial, because they were going to just donate his remains to a university. But Disney stepped in and said, no, come on, we're not doing that.
Yeah. So. It's a wonderful, complex story where both the character of Jiminy Cricket that he voices teaches, and his enduring life teaches.
Yeah, for sure. And sometimes even people who are acting something or, are aspiring to be that themselves maybe aren't accomplishing it in this life.
Yeah. But what are pedestals, but often to be fallen from. But we have Jiminy. I mean, we have a porcelain Jiminy sitting right across the room.
Definitely one of our most favorite characters.
Indeed.
Definitely for you, right?
Oh.
Yeah.
My favorite.
Well, and the Wish Upon a Star is probably his, timeless song that everyone knows Cliff Edwards from that song as well. So really cool. His birthday was June 14th. Moving on to 1925, Richard Gerth is born. I bet you're not going to remember. You do know who we have met Richard Gerth. Isn't that exciting? We're talking about somebody
Richard!
You know Richard. So he was a longtime Walt Disney cast member at the Grand you're getting excited. Grand Floridian Hotel. So he used to stand out, in the entryway, and you could get your picture taken with him.
Beautiful, round hat, perfect stature, in this, meaning very welcoming. Such a sweetheart.
He had beautiful, bright eyes.
Was the Grand Flo.
Beautiful smile, and
we have so many pictures with him.
Yeah, we have pictures with him, but I love, some people would have their, take pictures every year as their kids grew and get, measure their height with him. So it's so cool. He was really cool. He has passed away.
It was 4 years ago.
Yeah. So,
maybe 5 now.
I don't know. I
think it was 5 years ago. No, I remember the day.
It was 2019.
Really?
4 years ago?
Well, 3 years ago, like I said first. So 3
years
ago. Yeah.
I think so. I may be wrong on that, but he was born in 1925. We're talking about his birth.
Maybe he retired shortly before his passing, and I was thinking of his retirement.
Yeah, he was actually born in Wolfeboro, New Hampshire. So, which, I don't know, I feel like the East Coast and everything, him being from New Hampshire kind of goes with the Grand Floridian. And he definitely, wore the costume. Apparently, when he went to interview, he didn't even fill out interview, anything. They just hired him on the spot. So I thought that was really cute. I would, wouldn't you? I mean, if you've seen him or met him, just the sweetest man. So.
Well, and knowing his life, it was probably destiny that called it.
There's also, I don't know if he was in retirement when he started working there, but there are a lot of really cool cast members who are in retirement. They had full careers, but now they work part-time for Disney. There's a whole part-time Disney position for retired people, which is really cool. You don't even have to work that often.
I think we're probably destined for it.
But anyway, we've met some people and they just love doing the retired work for Disney thing. So I don't know the exact title, obviously, but
and I hear so many wonderful stories from them about when they arrived and where they entered and how happy they are and the benefits that their families
one of the employees,
enjoy.
This was also at the Grand Floridian. He actually, we were going back and forth on whether we should move here, and he actually helped us to make the decision. So
no, he did.
It was really
he was
sweet.
Literally loading our car and saying, he said, "Do not wait."
Yeah.
And we went home and crossed the border into Illinois, and it was just like we could hear his voice. No.
Yeah, but
we have a picture of him.
Disney cast members are very magical.
Indeed.
For sure. And
thank you.
Definitely Richard Gerth, so celebrating his birthday on June 14th as well. So we're going to move away from birthdays, June 4th, and go to 1958, still the same day, with the Disneyland attraction Alice in Wonderland debuts. So 1958, so after the park had opened. Catherine Beaumont voices, the voice of Alice, voices the ride, so it's all authentic and everything, and it's adorable. I love this ride. I love how it like goes outside and inside and outside, and you get to like see Matterhorn Mountain from kind of like an angle that it doesn't totally look like
I love that.
Another attraction. It looks like a big mountain you're seeing, I guess.
A Wonderland.
Yeah. Anyway, it's just really, I think this ride's so cute. For sure.
Cheshire Cat and Caterpillar.
Love Alice.
There you go.
Yeah, adorable ride. You can check out, if you haven't been there, a POV. There's a really good.
That's adorable.
On YouTube. Okay, and then moving on to 1959, so a year later from this,
Very
kind of
serious.
giving you a timeline of Disneyland. So the first urban monorail system
There you go.
in the U.S. opens at Disneyland, and this is the...
And who done it? Mr. Disney.
Yes, and this is the one, the 2 Mark I train runs 0.8 mile. Of course, later it's going to be 2.5 miles, so you can actually go to the hotel and everything. But right now it's just a pleasure ride. And they actually had Walt Disney and his family and Richard Nixon and his family.
Right.
Yeah, pretty
Footage
fun.
readily available for viewing.
Yeah, you can go check pictures of that out. And then moving on to 1974.
There you go.
I like that year. Yeah. Disney World's Hoop-Dee-Doo Revue.
There you go.
Okay, I don't know if you guys knew this.
I tried to get her to book it today.
Really cool. We'll go. But anyway, this dinner show debuted at Pioneer Hall, of course, which is a really cool building. They did that very authentically at the Fort Wilderness Resort. But this was created as a college workshop summer thing. It was just like a short run thing. People loved it so much that they were like, we're just gonna do this full time, and look how long it's been going.
A favorite to all. Yeah, just recently reopened.
Well, no, it's not quite. June 23rd
it
reopens, and yes, I was looking for reservations. I did find one, but I decided to
it's
back
prepay.
off. Well, I didn't click all the way through. I don't know for sure, but it's pricey, and I was like, I don't know.
I really want to do
Just with the date, I wasn't sure.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Because it was really close to Miles' birthday, and we already have a lot going on, so it's kind of like, I don't know.
I think that's the perfect time.
Yeah,
We'll see.
We have a lot.
What a good Mouseketeer.
But we'll get there. We will go, because we've never done it.
That's right.
And it's something we would love to do, so we got to do it. Anyway, go check it out. It's coming back. Finally.
Hoop-Dee-Doo.
Yeah, and then, and the reason why it's hard to get reservations right now is they're not doing Mondays and Tuesdays. Okay. So, and it's only like 4, 6:15, and 8:30. Okay. You know, so
they're doing the restaurant weekends.
So you don't have the whole week to work with, so it puts you at a disadvantage. Yeah. It's kind of the same thing with storybook dining at the Wilderness Lodge. So
that probably
difficult.
I don't know. That may point. I don't know how they did it before closings, but
I don't know.
If it was every night, that might have been too much.
Yeah.
For the talent.
For sure. Okay, now we're going to move to June 15th. That was a lot for June 14th. 1994, the TV special, The Lion King, A Musical Journey with Elton John airs on ABC the same day that The Lion King premieres.
Okay.
Yes, so...
yeah, that makes sense, like Friday night, yeah.
Yeah.
It must have been.
So, I mean, the big thing is that The Lion King premiered then.
And yes, with Elton John.
Yeah.
Sir,
of course,
Elton John,
of course. Those songs by Elton John are so important. And the movie did get 2 Academy Awards, and I think that for music, and that's part of it. But it also won a Golden Globe for Best Animated Film. Because all of it is really, really, really good. We love this film, and it deserves all the awards. So, a couple cool things about The Lion King. It's actually based off of a couple of stories. The biblical stories of Joseph and Moses, and then William Shakespeare's Hamlet.
Indeed.
Yeah. So that's really cool. And
some conspirators say authored by the same individual.
No. Okay. And then I believe it's the second grossing film of all time.
Wow.
Of 1994. Yeah. And then the film remained as the second highest grossing film until the spot was taken by Independence Day in 1996. So I don't know. It lost that at the time.
Will Smith, summer blockbuster, busted it out.
But the film is still the highest grossing traditionally animated film of all time.
There you go.
So that's pretty cool.
And probably quite successful on Broadway as far as productions.
And best-selling film on home video.
Okay.
That makes sense, I think.
More than a Lion King, the king of all media.
It's such a good movie. I love it. We love this film for sure, and I dressed for this film. But anyway, of course, it has some 3D animation with it as well. But in 2016, this film was selected for preservation at the U.S. National Film Registry and Library of Congress, which makes a lot of sense. So
it shall be watched
in
space.
Okay. Is that what that means?
Yes.
Or by someone 100 years from now.
That's what I meant. Like on other planets. It's forever.
But I thought this was really cool. The Lion King is the first Disney film to have been dubbed in Zulu.
Wonderful.
So that's really cool. And that's the second African language after Arabic, which they had done.
Very nice.
They had done that prior, but anyway, I just think that's awesome as well, especially in the 90s and everything. Just amazing getting that to all the world, right?
Love it. No, it was historic at the time and well understood to be accomplishing just that.
And then it has such a cool cast. If you don't, I'm sure you know, but like you have Jonathan Taylor Thomas as the young Simba.
There you go.
But then the older Simba is Matthew Broderick, which is just like so cool. And then James Earl Jones, again cool. Jeremy Irons as Scar, and he had been a narrator for Spaceship Earth as well. Well, after this, also. And then Cheech Marin.
There you go.
It's just a lot of people coming together to make it a cool film, and that's why I mean the live action one. I don't know if I personally love it.
I like it, but I'm a fan of Jungle Book as well, so it just feels like a continuation.
Yeah. I'm continuously not as big of a fan as the live action is Brad.
I don't treat them as the same.
Well, I watch them. Yeah, I think if you grade them on a different scale, then that makes sense. But I really like the animated are just a higher class of film. I just feel personally, but anyway. So you gotta celebrate that on June 15th. That's the big day. And then moving on to June 16th, 1934. So you know Steamboat Willie?
I do.
Yes. So there's another Mickey Mouse short called Mickey's Steamroller.
There you go.
So it's about a steamroller. But Mickey and Minnie are in this one, and Mickey's nephews, Ferdy and Morty.
There you go.
Yeah, so go watch this one because they take over the steamroller, the nephews, baby nephews. They're a little getting into trouble. There's one scene with Mickey and Minnie, like when he gives her a heart. I'd like to hear what you guys think about that. I think it's really interesting, like in our time, like it's definitely probably not so, you know, good behavior on Mickey's part.
There you go.
You have to check it out.
Yeah, I mean, but that is our early Mickey.
Yeah, for sure. But you also need to check it out because, well, the video that I found on YouTube, there's like two, and one of the guys who did it, he personally can like use software to make it look better and everything.
Very
so
nice.
I was like, wow. here's this guy like
it.
making a Disney product look better, and
Good
it
for
does
him.
look better. So good for him, and he should, because I think these things should be seen and look good, and from a historical art perspective, if anything.
It's a very difficult thing with the IP and stuff like that. People do it in video games all the time, improving upon the past, and it's a very delicate subject right now. Ooh. You know, I mean, seriously, the rights of Mickey Mouse and all.
Actually change their. I mean,
no, I
they
get
have
it.
The original,
it's restorative.
So,
yes.
Yeah.
Indeed.
But you know, I think it's worth doing. And then moving on to 1961. So pay attention. 61 is when Walt Disney purchased the film rights to the Winnie-the-Pooh stories from Mrs. Daphne Milne. So obviously.
That is crazy.
A. Milne had passed away, and then she was willing to sell it to Walt Disney then. Yeah. So,
and we were just speaking about like the complicated issue of rights, and then we're talking about Winnie-the-Pooh that enters into public domain this very year. Oh. You know, so
well, there you go.
You know, so many new IPs and reinventions, you know, are essential to the strength of a company, which Disney does very well. But we are moving into some interesting times, and Pooh is the first.
Okay, so Pooh and the Honey Tree will appear in 1966 as a 26-minute short. So that was their first Winnie-the-Pooh.
There you go.
Yeah.
I'm just a little black rain.
Move it. You already sang once. No.
I think I sung like 3 times. This is a singing kind of day. It's a Monday the 13th kind of day.
So moving on to June 18th, 1995, the first wedding is performed at the Wedding Pavilion at the Grand Floridian.
There you go.
Yeah, 1995. And this was actually previewed on Lifetime Channel as Weddings of a Lifetime. Yeah, so they already tied it into television and all that.
Love it.
So, yeah. I don't know. I think it's wonderful. I love to, see that stuff, but I don't, know if I'd want to be part of it. It's I don't know.
I guess I do have a little bit of a dream for, a vow renewal at some point at the Flow and at that. Gosh. Yeah, I do hope for it at some point.
Fine.
I probably see myself very much older.
Not on Lifetime Channel. I don't know if I'd want to do that part.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta have Disney dreams. And every time I walk by it, I think how lovely it would be.
It is lovely, for sure. Yeah.
And one time, they have a convention center right by it.
Oh, yeah.
I spent a day working in the hallway during distancing. Very nice. Very nice.
That was cool. All right, and then moving on to June 19th, the last topic for the week. 1991, the special Rocketeer, excitement in the air, a behind-the-scenes look at the upcoming feature film, The Rocketeer.
There you go.
So the film won't actually hit the theaters till June 21st, but they did this particular show. You can go watch this. This was really hard for me to watch. I think I had to just Google it and watch it on a platform. But I'd say, just at least watch some of it. I thought it was really interesting.
I love this film when it was released. I mean, I don't know. It was kind of bouncing around in my head whether or not I was interested at the time, but I loved it whenever it came to television, and honestly, I think it's in the Tomorrowland universe, with the Rocket Pack and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
It feels like it's in the Tomorrowland universe, or our universe.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a good story.
I think it's really cool.
And I'm pretty sure it's based off of pulp comics that I do not have enough knowledge of to speak of. But
I forgot to check, because I checked Disney Plus to see if this was on there, but then maybe it's in the extras on the Rocketeer, because the Rocketeer is on Disney Plus, so maybe it's in the extras. Yeah. So that would be much better version than the one online to check out if you guys want to see this, if you're a fan of the Rocketeer.
Yeah, it's around the time that they did Journey to Natty Dan and stuff like that as well, so it has that film era pacing and quality.
But I think it's cool that they did this sort of before it was in theaters, show behind the scenes look.
Often they do TV. Now in the parks, Hollywood Studios.
Or maybe on some of the Disney Plus.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, so many of us live for trailers. They drop and but.
Oh yeah, trailers are cool. Oh, but you know, there's those weird, well not weird, but there's people who make trailers for films that look kind of real.
No.
And my kids everybody's always like,
I don't fall for them anymore.
You never fall for them.
Took me a while.
But the first couple times we were like,
because it's hope that they prey on. You're like,
well, yeah. Because they do things like create films that you want people to create, but they're not gonna, or they haven't, and you're just like, oh, they did it?
You guys are on YouTube. They know it well.
Yeah. You've been duped, maybe like us.
There you go. But
that is it for this week. Tell us in the comments what you think about all the things we talked about, and if you have any insights you'd love to share, we'd love to hear from you guys. We're always grateful for your comments, and thank you for watching. And of course, if you enjoy our content, please subscribe, give us a like. It definitely helps us continue to grow and keep doing what we do. So we appreciate it.
If you're here at the end of the video,
we love you.
You're a true fan.
For sure. We love you so much. But that's it for this week, and we will see you guys next time.